Hello, praise God. I hope you're all well. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to crochet a hat using a granny stitch. For the yarn, I'll use 2 colors and 3mm hook. Start by making a foundation chain. For this hat, we are going to make 25 chains plus 1. Start row 1. On second chain from the hook, make single crochet. At the end of the row, make the last stitch and ensure that you have 25 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work. On the second stitch from the hook, you make single crochet on the back loop. At the end of that row, chain 1 and turn your work. On the back loop, make single crochet, and so you're going to continue with this process until you achieve the required length of your hat. So you're going to join, and you're joining with strip stitches. So you're picking 1 stitch or 2 stitches on one side and 2 stitches and 1 stitch on the other side. So you make strip stitches up to the end of that row. So you ensure that your work is not very tight. This is the outer part, and so where we were making the rows on one side, you'll see that was one row, and then the next one was another row. So on each stitch you're going to make single crochet all around. At the end of the row, or at the end of that round, you join with a slip stitch, then you insert your hook, and also pull the loop, chain 1 and turn your work. And then on the same space, you're going to make 2 double crochet. Then you're going to skip 2 stitches. You make 3 double crochet. You skip another 2 stitches. On the third stitch, you make 3 double crochet. At the end of the row, you skip 2 and then you join with a slip stitch, and then on the same space insert your hook, then chain 2, turn your work. On the same space you make 2 double crochet. So on the second double crochet, you're not going to finish, you're going to join the second color, then on the space between the previous granny stitch you're going to make 3 double crochet, or you're going to make another granny stitch, then you drop your loop, you drop your yarn of this color, the second color, and then you pick the first color. On the next space you make another 3 double crochet. Before you finish, you drop the first color and then you pick the second color, you finish that stitch, and then you go to the next space with the second color and make 3 double crochet. And so you're going to alternate these colors up to the end of that row. You're going to join with a slip stitch, then chain 2, then turn your work, and so you're going to make 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet on the same space using the second color. And so for this round we are using the second color. And then to make your work neat, ensure that the yarn that you are carrying through, you're doing the crochet together so that it is not left hanging. So at the end of the row you'll pick the first color and then you join with the slip stitch. Just insert your hook on the same space and then you make 2 chain, then you turn your work. The same space you make 2 double crochet, then you're going to alternate between the first and the second color. So you'll see that you formed like a flower, that we have the previous, we have 1 granny stitch, and then the second row or the second part of the second color we had 2, and then the last one 1. And so you're just, for this row you're alternating between the 2 colors, and that's how you're coming up with this pattern. So your work will look like that, and then you're going to continue up to the end of the row, and you're going to pick the second color and join with a slip stitch. Then you chain 2, turn your work, make 2 double crochet, and then before you finish, you pick the first color, and then for this row you're going to work with the first color. So you'll continue with the first color up to the end of that row, and then by the end of that row you're going to pick the second color and start working with it, alternating with the first color. So just make sure that you pick those hanging strings or hanging yarns so that your work will look neat. So this is how your work will look like, and then you're going to continue with the same process until you achieve the required length of your hat, and then you're going to join. When you finish, we'll join, and then you continue making. You can choose either color A or color B. Then we are going to make half double crochet around, then you're going to reduce, and to reduce you pick like 3 stitches or 4 stitches, then you join all of them together, chain 1, then you continue with half double crochet all around. This is just to make sure that you're making your hat to be smaller at the top. So you make like 3 or 4 rounds, and when you finish, you cut your yarn and you pull. Then you're going to turn your work, then use the needle, you just pick the stitches, pull. So you'll be picking like around 10 stitches, and then you pull the yarn, then you'll pull through just to make sure that you leave a small hole where you're going to put the pom-pom. Then you make sure that it is well tightened. Then you're going to make the pom-pom. Just pick the yarn. You can use either any method to make the pom-pom. So for this one, I just used my fingers. Then you cut on both sides. Make sure that the center is very tight. Cut on the other end. Then you can cut the edges. then you can attach your pom-pom, but this is optional. You can use already ready-made, but for this hat I didn't have one, so that's why I made mine. So once you're done with fixing the pom-pom, you can see the hat is very beautiful and very warm. Thank you for watching. Kindly remember to subscribe, like and share my video. Bye bye.